Hi everyone! Today I am putting together some leftover card kits from Card Buffet, and I thought I would do it on film so you can kind of see some of the cards we made, and maybe they'll inspire you to use these stamp sets. They're really fun. I love this stamp set. I like kind of the, I don't know, maybe I like the sarcastic birthday stamp sets now that I'm getting older. I don't know. But this one says, "You're not old, you're retro." And I think that's really fun. I also like the "Yay, free cake." I mean, happy birthday. So this is a really fun stamp set. I think it's adorable. And we're going to use this today. And I am taking a card right out of the catalog for my sample. And I really think this is a good idea when you get a new stamp set. Go ahead and make the samples right from the catalog just to get the juices flowing and kind of see how they used it. And then change it up a little bit after that and make it your own. So I did not design this card. I think I changed a couple things. I think they might have some cardstock going across the back also. It might be a little different. I looked at it in the catalog for a long time and then I ended up making it when I was not looking at the catalog. But same idea. And I'm not sure if they used embossing paste or embossing powder for their background. And at a Card Buffet, I tend to not use embossing paste. I save that for like a stamp camp. It's a little trickier to use and I want to have a little more control. And at Card Buffet, people are kind of working at their own pace. And I didn't want it to get left out and then the paste kind of turns to cement fairly quickly. So if someone left the jar open and I didn't notice, then the rest of the people could not make it. So this is using embossing powder, and that is what I want to show you how to do. It's really fun. It comes together very easily. So let's go ahead. Oh, here's the inside. Oop, I didn't put that one in yet. Oh, here it is. Happy birthday. So how I have my kits, all the little pieces are in the envelope, and you've got a card base in Pacific Point and then a top panel that's 1/4 of an inch smaller on either side, so it's 5 1/4 by 4. And then I believe this is, that looks like 2.5. 2.5 by 3 3/4. I'm guessing, yep. 2.5 by 3 3/4, which would make this 2 3/4 by 4 as a little matte piece. And then I've got some little strips of Lemon Lime Twist. Oh, this is Gorgeous Grape, which is a new color in the color lineup, the color Revamp, and it's really a fun addition. Doesn't that look great against the Pacific Point? And look at the nice pop of color when you add Lemon Lime Twist. So this is Lemon Lime Twist, and this little strip is 1/2 of an inch, and then I cut another strip 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to use that for the little banners. So right now I want to start on this background panel, and for that we're using the decorative masks, and I think decorative masks are really fun. I like to use them with ink and bleach and embossing and everything. The paste, all of it's fun. Okay, now there's a couple different ways you can ink this up. You can go direct to paper and kind of push your versamark, which is what I guess I'm doing because I just started doing it. Just go ahead and push your versamark down onto your cardstock, and you can do it this way. I'm going to kind of angle it so I don't have a harsh line. Or you can use a sponge if you want to, like that, with the versamark. Either way works, and just got to get that versamark, which is kind of like a sticky substance, onto your cardstock. Okay, and now we're going to put the embossing powder on. So I'm going to grab a little sheet to kind of catch the leftovers. Okay, so it's kind of rough looking because it's, you know, like a little textured brick wall. And if you want to clean it up a little bit with a brush, you can take a little brush and fix it. Most of this gets covered, actually, so I'm not concerned about some of this. And I kind of think it looks like a brick wall, like kind of rough and fun. So it depends on what you like. I'm going to take some of these out. When you go through the stencil, it is harder to get a crisp image. I'm going to heat it up, and I am going to turn the volume off on the video while I heat it up because it's kind of loud, and I probably will speed it up a little bit too. Okay, so that's our background, and like I said, a lot of this is going to get covered up, and so it won't look so straight lined. Let's work on our main image panel. So I've got the little boom box, and I'm going to stamp him kind of in the center, maybe slightly lower than center. Okay, now this is supposed to be a faded stamp. I just want you to look at the picture. It's faded like an old, I don't know, old retro boombox. So some of them are very crisp and some are faded. So this is the correct image. And then I've got these little, well, it's kind of like a little sparkle, but I kind of think it looks like the sound of music coming out. So I thought that would be fun to add in the corner. Like the boombox has got music playing. And I did that in smoky slate. And then I wanted to get some gorgeous grape on the card because I'm using some gorgeous grape accents. So I went with the little like diamondy sparkles here, or there's some splatter you can use too. And I just put a little bit. Okay, and this just gets mounted on a piece of gorgeous grape cardstock. And directly down onto our brick wall. See how a lot of it gets covered up? Okay, and then I'm going to use this gorgeous grape ribbon. I love the size of this ribbon. It's not too wide, not too skinny, and it's a really nice texture to it. I like it a lot, and it comes in a few colors. Okay, now I'm going to add those cute little sentiments. You're a retro. And you're not old. I turned 48 this year. 49. Oh my goodness. I almost said 48 because I just can't believe I'm 49. So there we go. And now I just flagged the ends. So now I like this. You're not old, you're retro. So I'm going to keep telling myself. Okay. So I like to make the little flagged ends by going up the center as far as I want them to go, and then meeting each side to that center, and it helps me get an even cut. I didn't go quite far enough. There we go. See, I was talking while I did it. Normally that doesn't happen. Of course not, only when I'm on video. There we go. Okay, so then I'm just going to attach these with some dimensionals. I'm amazingly out of dimensionals right now. Well, I think I have some in buried in some bags that I just brought back from stamp camp. So I'm using these tiny ones, which I love. I love the tiny ones, although they're not quite necessary on this card. So let me move my little bow over a little bit. There, how fun. You're not old, you're retro. And then we're going to put that down onto our base, again with dimensionals. So I'm going to use the edging because I don't want to use so many tiny little ones. I love using the edging for base, for attaching card bases. Alrighty, there we go, and on the inside a nice little happy birthday. And there you have it. Fun little card. And again, go through the catalog and copy some of the cards and kind of get the creativity going, and then you can change it up to suit you as you go. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you'll check out some other videos and subscribe, and check out my blog, bethspapercuts.com, or join me on my Facebook page, also Beth's Paper Cuts. Thank you. Bye-bye.